Hello everyone, Fanta here, and today I'm going to be discussing the PlayStation Paris conference, where they showcase a couple new games, a lot of VR stuff, and updated a couple of games that were already confirmed. But even though there was only a couple new announcements, these new updates, in my opinion, are awesome. Most of them, at least. I've got one that I've got a couple of complaints about, but we'll get into that. So, the first thing I want to talk about are the notable new games that PlayStation announced. And the first one is called Concrete Genie. And this is a game about a boy who's got a magical paintbrush, it looks like. And you can paint worlds, you can basically paint whatever you want, you can customize how it all looks, how the environment looks, and then you can create your own monsters. And the worlds that you paint are alive. So these creatures will move around. You can interact with them in different ways. You can kind of put different animated features in your world. So it's really neat looking game. At first I thought it was kind of a not Nintendogs, but sort of a Nintendogs take care of your animal, customize your world type game. But then they introduced that the protagonist was going to be bullied by random people for seemingly no reason. I'm sure they'll explain more in another trailer, but it's basically kid with a magic paintbrush and he's bullied all the time, and that's the game so far. So I don't know if there's going to be combat in the future. Maybe your monsters will start coming out of the paintings and attacking the bullies. The bullies, I don't know, I would say the bullies see the animated walls and go, wow, we should stop picking on you. But they show the bullies actively trying to destroy his paintings in the game trailer that was shown. I was going to say in the game, but we haven't seen the actual game. And it's unclear that, I think it's gameplay that they were showing, but it could just be pre-rendered footage. I'd like to think that some of it was gameplay, but we'll just have to see more about this game as details come out. But so far, it looks pretty neat. It's definitely a neat indie title. I don't know how long the game's going to be, but more details to come. It looks great so far. The next game that they stressed was beautiful AAA. They always really, harp on the fact that it's a AAA game. I don't know why. Usually that's a negative for me these days, just because of loot boxes and the like. But this is Ghost of, I'm sorry if I butcher this, Tsushima? I don't know if the T is silent. Ghost of Tsushima. And it's about the Mongolians raiding Japan, and they kill all of the samurai in this village except for one. And you have to adopt a new style of combat, which is more like a ninja than a samurai. So you kind of have to push off the old ways and kind of adapt to this new form of combat, because it's one against many. Whereas the samurai, usually they're honorable and they face the opponent face to face, but this is going to be more of a samurai or a ninja focused combat system. So it'll be interesting to see what this game is like. The graphics look beautiful. Some of the combat looked a lot like Assassin's Creed. This is basically what we've been wanting for a long time from the Assassin's Creed series. We have been wanting Assassin's Creed in Japan, because being a ninja is just awesome. So now this game is bringing what we've been wanting from that series from a completely different developer, which is probably a good thing, considering. And this is going to be made by Sucker Punch, who made the Infamous series. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of the Infamous series. I felt like they were kind of holding back a lot of what they wanted to do because it was a T-rated game. So I'm hoping they're let off their chain, they're let off their leash, and they can make an M-rated game. Because, samurai, ninja stuff, killing, it's got to be rated M. We need some bloodshed. We need some crazy martial arts sword combat, and you can't do that with a T rating. So I've got high hopes for this game, and they've made beautiful games in the past, so I can't wait to see what this game is like. They also made really great movement in games in the past. I don't know if you guys have played the Infamous series, but the movement in those games just feels so fluid. So I can't wait to see how they implement that with a game that's going to require a lot more climbing and stuff like that. So that'll be really cool. So that's the new stuff that isn't VR related. There was a lot of VR stuff, but personally, I don't have any VR anything, and I don't really care. I am happy about new VR stuff, don't get me wrong. I love seeing this new technology flourish. Well, it's not flourishing, but I like to see new stuff for this new tech. And I like to see that Sony is still supporting this product, even though it hasn't been that widely adopted. I don't know a single person that owns a VR headset. But I will happily pick up all these games when they're about $5 in the bargain bin, along with a headset, which I'm sure will be about $20 to $25 in a couple of years. Mark my words. I'll probably clip this into something else if I'm right. So, when it comes to updates, they showed the Call of Duty World War II, they showed a new trailer, at least I think it was new, and they also showed the Season Pass, and they showed, okay, so this wasn't new, yeah, it's a new trailer for a new map, and they talked about if you pre-order the Season Pass, you get this new map, and, pre-ordering bonuses are already dumb enough to begin with, but pre-ordering a season pass, are you serious? Can you not get that map without pre-ordering the season pass? Because talk about segmenting your community, because that's going to segment the hell out of it. I'm not going to go too far with that rant, that's for a different video. Last of Us Part 2 had a brand new trailer with new characters, a whole new area that we've never seen, with new characters we've never seen, with what looks like a religious type faction that we've never seen. So, I originally thought the female that is being strung up in the beginning was one of the main characters of The Last of Us, but no, it's just a bunch of random people. So I don't really know where they're going with this, but it's cool to see new characters show up, and it's not just the same cast of characters. So really cool seeing that. Really interested to see who these people are, how they play a role in this new game. If we're going to be playing as these characters, I don't know. But it looks interesting, and of course the graphics look phenomenal. It's a pre-rendered video, I know, but I know the game itself is going to have some great graphics as well. Monster Hunter World. Oh my god, this new trailer looks awesome. It looks like it's a lot more fast-paced than the other Monster Hunter games I've played. The combat in the other games is a bit wonky. The way movement was a little bit jagged and weird and janky. Whereas this one looks really smooth, the animation looks really smooth, the fighting looks awesome, and I can't wait to see what this game is like when it comes out, or when it gets closer to launch. I can't wait to see more details. I want to see how the co-op is going to work specifically, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Because Monster Hunter games, played with friends, oh my god, I can't wait to sink hundreds of hours into this game. And for the home console, like that's huge. I know it was on the Wii U, but let's face it, nobody owned a Wii U. So it'll be great to see it come to a mainline console, which I don't know why it hasn't since like the PS2, but I'm just excited. I'm super excited for it. So Monster Hunter World looks gorgeous. The monsters look really cool. The armor looks really amazing. And the world itself, I was going to say the worlds, but it's one. The world itself it's like lush. And it's full of detail. And there's vibrant colors. Just great. I love seeing all these colors in games these days, because like I've said in the past, there was this time where it was just gray and brown and black and blah. But now, I don't know, with Mario, with this game, with a lot of these indie titles, there's a lot more color coming out, because I think it's something that was really lacking in the market, and I'm so glad to see it now. The Shadow of the Colossus remake looks gorgeous as well. Oh my god, these graphics, the light shafts coming through the trees, the shadows, the colossi themselves look great. I can't wait to play this game. I never played through the PS2 version. I think I beat the first Colossus in the game, and then I didn't really do anything else. I think I got caught up with some other game at the time, but when it came out for the PS2, I was too young to figure out what was going on, as my mediocre background turns off. There we go. So I was just saying, yeah, I beat the first Colossus and then moved on to something else on the PS3 version. PS2 version I never really played, but I've owned the PS2 version since I started garage sailing. But I am not going to even touch the PS3 version now because this remastered version looks like the definitive version, so there's no reason to play the older one. So I'm super excited. Can't wait to play this game for the first time, and I'm sure a lot of other people are going to be experiencing this game for the first time. So I'm not upset that they're remaking it. Usually I'm like, make a new one, but I don't really know how you can make a new one because I already know the ending of the first one. So I don't know. Not going to dive into that too much. And then last, sort of least, is that Far Cry 5 has been announced to be completely co-op throughout the game, which is huge because Far Cry 4, I don't know if you guys have played it, but you couldn't play co-op through the actual missions. You couldn't play co-op campaign. You could do co-op like, capture forts and stuff, which wouldn't actually go back to the other person's game, which is really a pain in the ass. And what I mean by that is I joined one of my friend's games and I helped him unlock all the different camps. I helped him beat almost all the different forts. And then I went back to my game and none of it was unlocked. So, hopefully when you're doing campaign co-op, it'll be drop in, drop out. That's one thing that we need. The second thing is we need more save slots because I don't know if you guys listened to my Far Cry 4 rant. There's one save slot. So if there's multiple endings, you can't just rebeat part of the game. You have to rebeat the whole damn game. So multiple save slots needs to be a thing. And then auto-saving that transfers back to your own game needs to be a thing. I want to be able to beat all these missions with my buddies, go back and have those missions already beat and not have to rebeat them again on my own time. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Games have been figuring that kind of thing out for a long time. I mean, look at Borderlands. It's perfect. Do a Borderlands, basically is what I'm saying. But it looks like so much fun co-op. Lots of explosions, madness, and just shooting up people and a bunch of different vehicles. And it looks phenomenal. It looks like a great game. I won't pick it up right away because it's a Ubisoft game, so it'll crash probably to $20 within a year, probably less even. On Black Friday, it'll probably be next to nothing, so still looking forward to that game, but I won't pick it up till later. So, video was a lot longer than I was thinking it was going to be, but thanks for watching, everyone. I'm excited for all these new PlayStation games. Comment down below what you're excited about. Subscribe for more content like this, and, maybe share this video with your friends. At least share the channel with your friends. Lots more stuff coming out. I'm going to have a review coming out pretty soon. Don't want to give away what game it is yet, but I think you can kind of guess what's coming out soon. And well, it's Call of Duty. I'll just tell you. I'm going to be doing a review of Call of Duty. Going to hopefully get a costume together before the game comes out. I can't promise anything. I'll at least have a prop for the review, and I'll be using my green screen. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I figured out how to make my audio sound better. So, thanks again for watching, and as always, have a fantastic day. See ya.